Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, hope you enjoyed the brutal OST. I do apologize for the extended break. It was a very long break. Just waiting for some matches to finish, waiting for these semis to be ready for us, and we are jumping into our first semi-finals of the broadcast. It's going to be a TvP here, and let's jump on it. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Washout, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Terran player himself. The South Green Terran, it is Percival. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Onside. It is a Krystianer. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we delve into our TvP. Let's go. Let's go. Let us jump on in. Once again, welcome to the Sparkling Tuna Cup. Sparkling Tuna Cup number 131. We do have our semifinals ready for us here. The upper semis also just prepared as well. We have confirmation. Shameless did just take down Nickrat 2-1. And it's going to be Shameless versus Classic in the upper semis. But again, we have the lower semifinals taking place first. So one semis, then the others, and the grand finals. We have 3 series left here tonight. 3 series to go. Let's go. Let's go. Game 1 here is going to be in Washout. Washout is one of the larger maps in the map. Larger map, longer rush distance by ground. We were just here in the previous Classic series discussing about how we do have the high yield expansions. We have the hybrid bases here towards the south and towards the north side as well. We have ways to try to punish those expansions, but very rarely have we experienced some sort of mid game here on Washout. We'll see if that changes. Coming to our TvP, I want to say there's a higher chance that we do embrace a longer game. Referring to Krystianer's playstyle, he often does play to the mid game. We've seen him embrace heavy Colossus and Disruptor play quite heavily in TvP, and I would imagine that that trend is going to be continuing here against Percival. I feel like the more common thing we're going to be seeing here is whether or not Percival goes for an all-in, right? Whether he's hyper aggressive and tries to end the game early and tries to ensure that we don't really get to that kind of mid-game game state where Krystianer can kind of can take control of the game and control the pace and take the lead from there, where he can kind of hit his stride and get comfortable. For now, we have our initial opener. Again, single gas ranks expand here out of our Terran player into our factory. Oh, I see in the chat. The winner on Washouts ain't washed up, I suppose. True. I see what you... Where's Rainer? Where's... Oh, no. Not like this. Time to get washed out. Speaking of, the map is called Washout. There's a little bit of water. There's like a splash of water here. There's some water here. I feel like considering the map name, I feel like there should be a more like water theme going on, right? Like I think the impression here is that it's like a water theme park. Like you've got like these like parasols, and you've got like the kind of like, you know, the venue aesthetic sort of thing. But I feel like we need to be more washed, is what I'm saying. We need to get washed, Bappy. We need to get washed. Yeah. Need to get washed. It is a ruined theme park. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like for a water theme park, there's not enough water. Like, we need like some like water slides, or like water like you know like the under bridge rivers where you can like jump on like some floats and like go through them, and like the sea currents. Like I feel like that we need some more of that, like intermixed, like considering the name, I mean. They've got the theme park aesthetic. They don't have the water theme park aesthetic though. Like where's the water, Pappy? Where's the water? It's a clean win, true. For now, we're opening up. It is going to be a Twilight Council no blink-based opener. So far, so good here at the Krystianer, claiming his third base. Ooh, as it looks like we have a bit of a pause. Hopefully, everything is okay. As we are experiencing a little bit of latency. We are on the central server, which should be a little bit better here. But it might just be like personal latency. You know, maybe something going on nearby. Hopefully, it does clear up. Hopefully, we can jump back in. Hopefully. But otherwise, again, we do have 3 series remaining here in the broadcast, both semis and the grand finals. Coming into the event itself, again, Classic and Percival are the 2 favorite players and the 2 higher seeds, but I do want to say that both Krystianer and Shameless can definitely threaten these players. Have taken them down before, and I believe can bring them down again. I'm hoping for a back and forth at least, right? I'm hoping for like a series, a game 3, an ace match is what I want out of these matches, but we'll see. We'll see what our players bring to the table as we're still trying to clear up that latency. Yeah. Oh, we're good.
Game resumed.
Okay. Oh. We are good. As from our standard opener, we are going to be following up with the Raven. So Raven does move out across him to harass. Percival building up his own 3-1-1 setup, a standard bio follow-up here as we have our tanks amassing. We should be getting 1 in the natural, 1 in the main base. Bunkers done as well. Very safe, very secure play so far out of Percival. And the Raven moves out to harass. We have our Reaper Hellion scouting the 3rd base timing. And you said I see a lower gate count. So I say lower gate count, 3 gate. 3 gate blink out of Krystianer. 3 gate blink into the Robo into a 3rd base. So relatively safe play out of Krystianer. Not overly aggressive. So he's playing safely, shuts down the Reaper Hellion, auto charge into the middle line, gets 1, gets 2 probes. So far, nice damage to the Raven, full HP, can always go back in. Can always go back in. At the same time, we have Krystianer moving out. Remember, this is just a contain. It's just a contain, it's just a poke across the map. There's no War Prism with this, there's no real commitments, there's no real need to double down. We're just containing and spotting any kind of drop play or any kind of move out. So get a very tame play here by Krystianer, setting up outside of the bases. Likewise behind this, Krystianer securing his 3rd, charge on the way, bail on the way for Colossus production. As I said at the start of this game, Krystianer is known for his mid game. He's known for getting into like a Colossus heavy style, into disruptors, into 4 base and 5 base saturation. Observer does have angle vision. He gets in, he gets 1, he gets 2. Gets 2 Marines and stays out of range. Yeah, he stays out of range of the tank. Oh. Has to be careful. At the same time, auto charge does come back in. Catching up a couple of probes. Did the Raven go down? No. Okay, Raven did survive. No, the Raven. The Raven did survive, but not for much longer. Raven goes down. Behind this, we have Percival committing across the map. He has Stim. And soon to have combat shields. Combat shields will finish up by the time the army gets across the map. And Percival, this is quite committed here. He is expanding behind this, or at least he is trying to. The CC is going to be delayed. There's the recall back home, and we'll see if Percival can get some damage done. Here he comes. Hey, here comes our Terran. Moving up the ramp, he's got his 2 tanks. One of them does siege. There's a lot of space here, though, outside of the base, outside of the natural. Krystianer coming in from behind. He does try to come in. Getting on top of the tank will go down. Nice pick off. Yeah, takes out the tank, collapsing on top of the Widow Mines. Marines getting picked off as well, getting on top of the tank itself, and there we go. Both tanks go down. Krystianer holds. Yeah, Krystianer, he holds, he shuts down the army. Remember, he even delayed the CC. There's no expansion. Yeah, there's no expansion behind this. Percival, he was that much more committed, and he fails to get damage done. 0 economic damage, doesn't take down the Immortal, and again, there is no 3rd expansion. Not even in the main. Oof. Ay. And Krystianer is just sending it. He's sending it back. He's going across the map, takes down 1 Marauder. Nice juggling here with the other Marauder. Does barely keep it alive, but the Marines, I cannot say the same. Keep going, Pappy. There's only 4 Marauders. I feel like Krystianer could have kept going there. Could have kept like focusing on Marauders. I mean, potentially it would have been micro here where we can juggle the units and save the Marauders and waste some DPS, and it would have been a little bit shaky, a little bit risky. The lack of War Prism obviously is hindering Krystianer, but he does have momentum, does have control, and Krystianer, he opts not to push in, instead taking a 4th. Getting a 4th expansion. Colossus production has begun. Nice one on the Medivacs. Medivac does go down. And Krystianer getting further ahead. Getting another. Ooh, not. Barely does not. Does pull away. Now, Krystianer, he's giving Percival the opportunity to recover in this game. Krystianer is ahead, but Percival, he has a chance here. He has time to resaturate, to claim his 3rd, and to build up an army, and to maybe get away with some drop play. Like, that is where Percival can really thrive, is with his aggression, is with his micro, with his control, with his multi-pronged aggression. That is where Percival was at his best. But he's not there yet. He's still massing up his army. Percival, he starts to move out. Krystianer's moving in. So 2 Colossi. The armies, they miss each other. And Krystianer goes to the dive, catching reinforcements. Percival turns back around. Yeah, he turns around, pushing up a ramp. And Colossi are ready. One of them getting low. But they're still sending Colossus. Wasting some DPS here on the depot, but does start 2 Colossi. Yeah, a bit of an awkward rally. 17 SCVs going down. No, the Zealots, they get into the mineral line. And again, Percival's just being pulled apart. He's being torn apart, Bappy. Oh my god. Marauders, they try to stem in. GG gets called. And Krystianer, he takes game number 1. GG. GG well played. Krystianer takes the lead in the series. Again, it all came down to the first push. And remember, it all came down to the first push, but not because Percival was all in. He wasn't. He was not all in. It was committed, yes, but he was trying to expand behind it, but he didn't. His CC was denied, and he never threw it down, so he was stuck on 2 bases. Basically, he was forced into a 2-base all in, and Krystianer, he shut him down, and with that, Krystianer snowballed out of control and does claim the first game, and now is 1 game away from claiming the series. We're hoping for a back and forth. I want to see a game 3, but the pressure is on Percival, and we're loading into Sanctuary 3. Let's go. We're loading into Sanctuary. Oh. As we're going to be loading into beautiful. There we go. Here we go. We are going to be getting into our next game. Going to be loading into Sanctuary 3. And spawning in the bottom hand corner of Sanctuary 3, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran. It is Percival. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the blue Protoss. Sorry, the red Protoss. The red Protoss player himself, the Polish Protoss. Representing on side, it is Krystianer. Here we go. And again, this is the updated version of Sanctuary. Sanctuary is one of the newer, again, TLMC maps in the map pool. Does have a high ground natural expansion. Does have the triangular third base as well. We have the abusable area here in between the bases where you can take advantage of this location, you can push in. But more importantly, we have what changes. We have the slow zones. Slow zones have been added here in the center of the map just to punish pushes and just to try to disrupt the path from third to third. What I'm referring to here is this third expansion and pushing all the way across the map to this third base here. It's very direct. It's very direct. There's no points of elevation. There's no high ground. What has been added, though, are these line of sight blockers. Line of sight blockers. We have a more narrow choking point, and we have the tall grass. And we have the slow zones added as well. This has been added to help deter, deter and stifle 3-base all-ins and 3-base play to encourage a more longer later games. Whether or not that is the case, we'll see. We shall see. We'll see if that does pan out. We'll see if we get to embrace some longer back and forth play or if we end the game early. For now, it is going to be double gas. Ooh, double gas opener here by Percival, going for a faster factory, going for a delayed CC. So much more aggressive build here by Percival. Krystianer opening up standard, going for his own gate cyber expand, or gate expand into cybercore. So standard opener out of Krystianer, more tech heavy out of Percival. Krystianer, he attempts to scout, he is denied by the full wall, so for all he knows it could be something more economic or something more aggressive. Krystianer is in the dark. It's in the dark. Here our players are going to be opening up. Percival does go for proxies, does check the left hand side first before moving out. Just making sure that everything's on the up and up. There's no proxy pylons, no gateways. Likewise, Krystianer doing the same. Checking here outside of his own main, checking the left hand side as well, is searching. Is searching, is looking. Percival, he will expand. I believe there's actually a small patch here, yeah, that the slow zone doesn't actually impact. That's interesting. That's for specific, I suppose, worker scouts and individual scouting units like this. Reapers do sip in. Yeah, they sip into the main base, and the probes aren't going to be going down. He gets one, he gets one, he gets two. Yeah, 1, 2, soon to be 3. 3 probes going to be going down. Ooh, the surround! Oh my god, locks down one of the Reapers. Locks down both. Oh, and was this quite worth it here as the Reaper is 1 shot away from falling? Stalker moves in, kills the final Reaper. It's going to be 4 probe kills. I mean, that is a hefty amount of damage, but both Reapers do fall. They don't make it out. They do not make it out. So a bit of a messy start to the game here. A little bit back and forth. I want to say that the Reaper harass was worth it, considering, I mean, the Reapers, they fall off when it comes to a longer or later game. You want early game damage with this. At the same time, we're lacking some scouting information, but we're going to make up for it with the drop. So we have the with the Widowmine drop follow-up. This will help get eyes on the gateway count and on the expansions. Percival, he moves out. And Krystianer setting up for his third. We have the rowboat here on the low ground. We have 2 gates in the main. Sorry, my apologies. We have 1 gate in the main. We should be seeing a second gateway soon. No. What is going on? The green gate expands? Hold on. Usually it's at least 2 gate, but no, for 1 gateway throws down the third base. So hyper greed here by Krystianer. Mine shot goes off, catching out one of the probes. Gets 1, gets 2. And one of the mines will escape. Okay, one of the mines will get away. The other will be caught out. Again, Krystianer being very greedy this game. Delaying his gateways, delaying his warp-ins. But does go for a faster third. It's Percival. Does pull away. And does pull away. Behind us we have Cloak Banshee follow-up here. Again, it's a very, very tech-intensive game so far with our initial double Reaper. It's Widowmine drop into Cloak Banshee. And I believe Krystianer is yet to actually scout. The Observer is moving out across the map, and the Observer should give some information, but Cloak is done. Cloak is done. The initial Banshee is already pushing out across the map. There is a second Observer, so we have 1 across the map. We have 1 back at home, so 2 Observers. There's going to be 1 in position somewhat to defend, so this should not do game-winning damage. That shouldn't, but it might. It's on Krystianer. It's on Krystianer to defend. For now, he's moving in. Picks off the SCV. Tempted to die, but plenty of Marines. Plenty of Marines. 1 tank shot goes off. Punishing one of the Stalkers. Banshee harassing to the bases. I believe the Observer is in between. No, actually. Okay, yeah, 1 Observer in the main. Oh. It's Krystianer. He does attempt to slow this down. He has to get past the slow zone. Does race back. Double Banshee here in towards the third. They can one-shot probes. Oof. And he does. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probe kills. Oof, critical damage. 7 probes go down. At the same time, Widowmine drop here on the right-hand side, distracting Krystianer. And he is distracted. And he's taking a lot of losses here. Losing 9, losing up to 10. 11 probe kills. And this is well worth it. Banshees are finally going to go down, but this is well worth the Banshees. And Percival takes the lead, economically. Economically, it does take a lead. Back at home, third CC is almost done. Compared to last game where he just couldn't even get his third base up and running. He's building up his third. Krystianer moving out. He does spot the army. He ignores it. Goes to the base trade. Can we deny Stim? The upgrades! Oh no! He gets combat shields! He gets combat shields. And does he get Stim as well? Massive pickups. Ay, ay, ay. And he can recall. He can recall back home. Yeah, for now he commits further in and picks up some SCVs. That's going to be 6, 7, 8 SCV kills. Recalls the hell out of here. The all-in, the push has been delayed. And now there's no Stim. or combat shields. There's no tech up on the Raxes whatsoever. Massive delay. And Percival stuck at home. He's stuck at home. He was just about to push. He was just about to move out. Now he's stuck at home. Krystianer, he gains map control, claiming a 4th expansion. Krystianer, he's recovering. Did take some hefty losses when it came to his probe count, that is true. But now Percival's stuck at home. Now he's stuck at home. Blinks in, takes out a tank. Oh my god. Yeah, takes out a tank, takes out a marine. Losing that tank also stifles any kind of push. And Krystianer, he's recovering. He's recovering from the earlier losses. Did I speak too soon? Double drop here towards the natural. Immortals in position. Krystianer, he defends. He defends well. Does defend back at home. Percival securing himself. Oof, catching out a Stalker, bit of miscontrol there by Krystianer. So does pull back. Percival being somewhat aggressive, somewhat active. As from here, he's just securing himself. Center towers, claiming his 3rd base. From here, we're building up. Double forge, double upgrades, Colossus production. The game is slowing down. We're slowing things down. And we'll see what Krystianer can get done. He's peeling off some zealots, going for his own drop. Dropping on the left-hand side. Poking forward with the stalkers. We see Percival, he wants to try to make use of the slow zones. Does spot the stalkers. Wants to catch him. Speaking of. Oh. Yeah, they spot each other. He steps in. He gets 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, the move commit. The move commit was brutal here. 4 stalkers get caught out. Some heavy losses here for Krystianer. Hefty losses. Costa Rica back home. Nice catch here by Percival. Again, it was a trap, Appy. It was a trap. At the same time, drop into the natural, but there are reinforcements. Right, the production can respond. Prism goes down to the Viking, and Zealots, they get maybe 2 SCVs, maybe 3, maybe 4. Okay, 4 SCVs for 4 Zealots. Not the best trade. It's a 1-to-1 trade. At the same time, Percival is moving out, but he does run into the army. Again, we're building more Colossus. 5th base now on the way. Now, when it comes to our base setup here, the 5th base is exposed on low ground. We do have the high ground advantage here on the right-hand side to help protect it. We'll see what kind of angle Percival comes in from. Well, we got to be careful with the slow zones, though, when it comes to these rotations. Got to be careful. And Krystianer, he does situate himself here on the left-hand side to protect his most fresh expansions. There is still an opening here on the right-hand side, though. Bear that in mind. Speaking of, Percival, he's heading in that direction. Yeah, there's a massive opening here. Krystianer's out of position. We pass by each other. Base trade? Or do we turn around? Recall's on cooldown. Gets 3 Colossus. And Colossus for free. Krystianer turns around. But that's a free Colossus, and he might get another. No! Yeah, miscontrol when it comes to the army. Yeah, some messy movement. Losing 2 Colossus before the fight starts. 2 Colossus go down. Krystianer just caught out of position. Caught with his pants down. And Percival's maxed. Percival is maxed out. He has a terrifying army. Low ground Nexus is exposed. He wants one more. He wants one more. What a mass. He wants it. He wants a Colossus. Speaking of, a Colossus one volley. Ooh, one volley away from going down. Does fall. Massive pickup. Gets a Colossus. And gets a War Prism. Yeah, the Prism goes down as well. Massive pickups. Now 0 splash damage. Army's rattling in. EMPs are available. Ooh, he knocks down the rocks. Oh my god. Yeah, splits the army in half. Nice use of the terrain. We can see here that Percival, he's running out of reinforcements though. That is a concern. He's running out of reinforcements. He lost his ghost earlier as well. And Percival, he still takes a shaky fight here. Again, it was an amazing start. He caught 3 Colossus. That's true. Did catch 3 Colossus. But he still did bleed out all of his ghosts. He lost all of his Vikings. True. Viking Power was reset. So we can go back into Colossus. Yeah, we're going back in. Do those rocks fall correctly? Do we just not have vision of that? Yeah, okay. So I was like, what's going on? As Krystianer does dive in. He does go for the dive, and he's not really got control. Yeah, Krystianer, he has so much to work with here. What's important about that previous fight is that the economy was still very strong for Krystianer. He still had 80 probes, so he can just rebuild and remax and just keep pushing. Percival, he could not. So despite the losses, despite the trades, Krystianer, he can just sustain it. He can just tank it. Here he loses the base, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Just snowballs out of control. Boys are being pulled into the Colossus, into the Archons. And Krystianer will claim the series, looking to take it here in a 2-0 fashion. And again, it was a messy game. It was a messy game. But Krystianer did have some standout moments, denying the upgrades, buying time, being greedy, building up his 5-base economy. So again, he could just tank those losses. It's fine, man. Who needs Colossus? Who needs splash damage? True. Who needs it? He's crazy. As Krystianer, he will just dominate. He just forces his way in. There's nothing to defend. And GG. Krystianer, he will claim the series 2-0. And Krystianer, he will advance on into the grand finals. GG. Whew. And GG, well played. Krystianer, he will claim the series. He will advance on. And again, like, despite some better moments for Percival, right? Like, I'm referring to, like, him catching out of the Colossus and him catching at the army. Here we go. I like how, fun fact, so Krystianer, he's like, what just happened? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, you lost 3 Colossus and still won the fight. He's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. He's like, I was dead. Somehow I just won. I'm like, yeah. Crazy. GG. With that, we are jumping into our next game. Oh my god. We're jumping into the next game, jumping into the next series. But again, I do think there was just the strong eco behind it. Again, he had what, like 80 plus probes. He could just warp in, keep going. Percival, he was a lot more committed on 3 bases. So like, despite some losses that he had, like, he couldn't quite replenish that, and very quickly just moved out, snowballed out of control. GG, well played. With that, Krystianer, he'll be our first finalist, and we're going to be jumping into our next series. It's going to be a PvP between Classic and Shameless. Now, Shameless, if you missed out on the podcast, you might not have known what occurred this last week. But Shameless was an animal. Shameless, he went on a tear, and who did he beat? He beat, was it Classic and Hero in Monday Night Weekly? It was insane. Like, I was in shock and awe. Like, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Quickly catching up on Shameless. Un momento.